Only the few men and women in the world can be actually considered to be sufficed and content and fulfilled with who they are, what they represent, what they have in their lives, and also with what they have been able to achieve and conquer and possess in their lives, which is now enough for them. Because the majorities are busy possessing, acquiring, chasing more and more fortune, possession, wealth, riches, honor, reputation, and respect, and vanity, pride, success into their lives, all of which is obviously always external to them and never inward significance and internal progress. And also, those things are transitory, conditional, and ultimately aimless, insignificant, impermanent, anyways, because it's all possession, honor, vanity, reputation, which comes from the others' opinions, judgments, mindsets, perceptions, thoughts regarding themselves, and not from their own thoughts, validation, approval for themselves. So obviously, only the few can be considered to be absolutely and actually and unconditionally content and fulfilled and self-realized, self-actualized, invincible, knowledgeable, wise, intelligent in the world. And that is obviously the composition of the few men and women that question everything that can be questioned, that is wrong, that is unacceptable, unfair, unjust, and doubt everything that in so far can be doubted. Because obviously skepticism is virtue and doubt is the origin of wisdom alongside wonder and so on and so forth. Now contentment is rare virtue. Contentment comes from loss. Without loss, without tragedy, without turmoil, torment, trauma, and other pains in our lives, without experiencing all the bad things, including loss in our lives, there cannot be any permanent, absolute, and unconditional sense of contentment, fulfillment, satisfaction, realization, actualization, and invincibility in our lives, no matter how hard we try to be seen, to be validated, to be successful. But successful is always going to be external. Success in itself is an external, artificial construct engineered by society to keep the people busy and enslaved and domesticated all the time towards unnecessary, hostile obligations, so that they never achieve freedom and always remain in slavery, so that they never achieve independence, individuality, distinction, differentiation, sovereignty in their lives, because obviously the majorities or everyone is busy fulfilling obligations and obviously other duties and responsibilities towards themselves, and they are also busy possessing more and more honor, riches into their lives, only to end up in a whole lot of unnecessary, unreasonable kind of crisis, poverty, misery, because the more we have, the more we suffer. The lesser we have, the less we want, and the more fulfilled, happier we become, or we're able to remain to be. So contentment comes from absolute loss. Without losing,